We met one winter evening in Fayetteville, Arkansas. I was standing at the end of a bar wearing a cowboy hat, and Heidi walked in and saw me, and it was love at first sight.
We did not meet in a bar. His best friend, who he lived with, I had classes with in Fayetteville at the University of Arkansas, and he set us up on a blind date.
I realized that I wanted to marry her when I graduated. I graduated in August, a summer after my actual May graduation. I realized that when I wasn't at work, I wanted to be in Fayetteville every second of the day. You know, I knew I needed a job, and I knew I needed to make some money and get ready to potentially get married and everything, but I knew I wanted to be up in Fayetteville where Heidi was, and I drove up there most nights. No cell phone. I wrote letters. Heidi wrote letters.
Yeah.
We have most of those letters today. We wrote letters, probably 3 or 4 letters. We'd write a letter just about every other day, so you would get them, you know, a few days delayed in the snail mail, but you know, we wrote letters.
And here's something neat. Okay, so he wrote those letters through our entire marriage, 28 years. I always get these little notes everywhere, in my bathroom, in my closet, in my car. It's sweet little notes that'll just tell me that he loves me, or have a good day, or that he's thinking about me. I have a whole stack of them in my drawer. The hard part of it is, I think for anybody, marriage is a lot of work, and you don't know that. We were 22 when we got married. When you're 22 years old, you think, oh yeah, it's just all good and fun and glamorous, and then the real hits, real life, and you know, it's hard work.
It's real easy to be self-centered, and there's a lot of other people that require more of you than what you feel like giving sometimes, and you've got to sacrifice that in order to take care of the responsibility. You know, I will say this about Heidi, more so than me, is that Heidi is selfless about people, about friends, about her family, about things she's involved in, to a fault at times, to a fault, but she is very selfless about things like that. And she and I, while we have our differences and we disagree on certain things, we still come back to the fact that we both listen to one another when there is selflessness being brought into a situation in our marriage or in our family life or whatever, and then we've been blessed that God opens our ears to hear it and redirect that selflessness into something that's more positive.
We have very different personalities. Shannon is very driven and very organized, and he just has plan A to plan Z, and I tend to be more scattered and always late and just kind of laid back, easygoing. And so I think when we learned real quick that we were so opposite, and we take the best of both of those and just kind of meet in the middle, so we have a moderation of both. From the beginning, I think you have to be positive and figure out the things that you love most about that, you know, about his personality and his character. Find the things that I love the most, and then capitalize on those and realize that those things could make me a better person.
The thing that I love most about Heidi is
He's having a hard time choosing because there's so many.
There are, yeah. Well, the thing I like most about Heidi is the unwavering love and care that she gives to me and our family. I mean, our kids are extremely blessed to have a mom like Heidi, and I'm extremely blessed after 28 years to have a wife like Heidi.
I love his heart. he has a heart for people, and there are times that I have to remind him that, you know, his family comes before people. He's in a job that he serves a lot of people, and he's so good at it. I mean, he doesn't just, when he serves them in his business, they become his best friend. He has more best friends than anybody I know. It's God first, family, and then others. And like I said, sometimes I have to kind of reel him back in and go, okay, I know you love others, but we kind of come before that. But he has it in perspective, in the balance. He loves the Lord and he leads, and can't ask for more than that.
So do you. Heidi loves the Lord and leads our family too, very much so. Very much so. And yeah, we don't have perfect kids by any means, but I can tell you that our kids have been blessed by Heidi being their mom, and just as I've been blessed as Heidi being my wife in our marriage.
Oh, that's sweet. We just became empty nesters last year and had a daughter get married. And so everything happened in 1 year, and we turned 50, all in 1 year. So last year was kind of a big year. This year we're looking at each other going, what now? But it's fun, because it's fun and it's sad and it's hard and it's good. It's overwhelming emotions. I think the neat thing is we get to go and do things together, and Shannon just, I think it was harder on me probably than it was on Shannon being an empty nester, because I was a stay-home mom. And he just kept telling me when the youngest went to college, I'm your best friend, we're gonna have fun. And we've been doing fun things, and right when we took the youngest to college, he had planned a trip for us, so I wouldn't be sad. That was really sweet. And we've just kept doing fun things. It's a good time.
With having kids that were involved in a lot of things in school, and us running a million different directions and working every day, I really don't mind, even though I'm very organized and like to make the most of every minute, I really don't mind the massive slowdown with Heidi. I think it's maybe we watch more TV, maybe we go to the movies, maybe we go walk the dogs more, maybe we go to the lake, maybe we go to Northwest Arkansas like I'm fixing to do as soon as we get through talking about this right now. I have no strings, and that's the fun part. I can call and say, don't cook anything tonight, let's go listen to someone playing music downtown Fort Smith. So that's the fun part that we haven't been able to do for the last 15 years, I would say. So I think it is a great time to reinforce what I agreed to 28 years ago.
True.
So you can take advantage of it, or you can look at each other and say, I don't love you anymore, and that's not what we choose to do. I'm work in progress. Would you do it all over again?
Happily.